Here's a segment from a recent Gun Talk radio episode. You can listen to all the Gun Talk radio podcasts however you tune in, or check out guntalk.com for more. Yeah, we've been talking about self-defense, protecting yourself in your vehicle. If you've never taken a vehicle defensive class, I think you would find it interesting. We spend a lot of our time in our cars, in our trucks. Do you know how to defend yourself when you're in your car or your truck? Do you know which parts of it are cover and which parts are concealment? Do you know the difference? Have you ever shot through a windshield? From the inside or from the outside? I have. It's eye-opening. It's interesting. We were talking about that last week, and I got this email from David. He says, I had not thought I would ever need to shoot through a windshield. Yeah, I get that. I understand. He says, I know the FBI protocols address it, but I thought it was a test, not necessarily for concealed carry. Last week's show changed my mind. Your show indicated that a windshield would not impact the trajectory of a bullet to a target at the front of your vehicle. Well, maybe. We'll talk about that in a second. His question is this. He says, how does the everyday person who's carrying know what ammo to get? What should you look for your handgun? We're talking handguns here. First of all, let's talk about why would you need to shoot through the windshield if you're inside your car? It would be an extremely rare and unusual thing, okay? But if there are people trying to break into your car, to break out your windshield, people who are determined to hurt you or to kill you, and you think you can articulate that in a way that you can convince 12 people that they would have done the same thing, which is a different matter altogether, because trust me, they will not be a jury of your peers. I've seen it in action. The prosecutor will not allow any NRA members on the jury. They will not allow any IDPA or IPSC shooters on the jury. They probably won't allow anybody who's been through a real gun training class on the jury. They will be people who don't know what you know. So are you going to be able to articulate to them, to say why you felt compelled? That's just another thing to think about. But let's talk about shooting through the windshield. It may or may not affect the trajectory of the bullet. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. But if the threat is up close, you're probably okay. You may remember that way back in the infamous FBI shootout in Miami, the tactics and the ammo that the FBI used did not work well. As a result, the FBI came up with new protocol to develop good ammunition for handguns for agents. And so now we have the FBI protocol, and part of that is shooting through barriers. Part of that is shooting through windshields. Windshields are very hard on bullets. Not all carry ammo will pass the FBI protocol. If it's important to you, if this is something you think you want to have, when you are shopping for ammo, look to see if this ammo has passed the FBI protocol. And look, there's some good ammo out there that hasn't. But you might want to look. I mean, case in point, I am told, I haven't verified this with Hornady, but I believe Hornady has the critical defense and the critical duty lines of ammo. The critical defense ammo is very good, but has not gone through the FBI's protocol, whereas the critical duty line has and has passed it. Just something for you to be aware of, to think of. If you find yourself thinking, what would I do if? You need to know the answers. You need to get some training. First of all, you need to get really good handgun training, really good defensive gun training. And then I would suggest taking a vehicle defensive class and take it with your spouse, the person you're with. Because trust me, in all things, if you both have training, it's not like being twice as good. It's like being 5 times as good as far as what you can do.